Look at that, guys. You can sit in there for a hot spring. Look. Oh. That is freezing. That is ice. There's no wonder people sit under here. That is beautiful.
Welcome back to another moment of this journey. Mornings in Jakarta always begin the same way. The sound of vehicles overlapping, tall buildings standing without expression, and people moving fast as if chased by time. This is not a long journey in terms of distance, but I know it will take me far enough from everyday life. The car begins to leave Jakarta behind. The long stretch of asphalt bears witness as the city slowly loosens its grip. On journeys like this, we learn one important thing: that travel is not only about the destination, but about who walks beside us. On this trip, I'm not heading toward a mountain summit. There's no elevation target, no record to break, and no desire to conquer anything. This time, I choose to walk through one of the tropical rainforests of Java. We arrive at the starting point. This is where the road ends and the real journey begins. Shoelaces are tightened, bags are adjusted, breaths are drawn deeper. The first step into a tropical rainforest always feels special. The air changes instantly, more humid, cooler, and undeniably alive. The canopy closes above us. Sunlight filters down only in fragments, like a natural painting that never looks the same from one hour to the next. The forest does not greet us with words. It welcomes us with sound. Leaves brushing against one another, insects humming endlessly, and our footsteps slowly blending with the earth.
Oh, look at that. Fantastic. So you can see here, look, there's a little bit of hill, but it's not a mountain, right? This is what I was saying about, like, everyone can do this if you have a moderate fitness level. We will come up with a form of fitness test that you can do at home by yourself, so you know and you can determine if you are fit enough to come on this. Most people will be fit enough as long as you can. If you're fit enough to go jogging and stuff, you know, you'd be able to come here. But beautiful little organic streams along the way, plenty of space to refill our water, and I always bring my Grail water purification bottle as well, right? So you never have to worry about waiting to boil it and so on and so forth. But this track is beautiful, and I cannot wait to spend the next 4 days in here, and I can't wait to bring you guys along.
Here, we are reminded that humans are only a small part of a much larger ecosystem. This journey is not about reaching a peak. It is our attempt to step back into nature's embrace, to trace the mysterious curves of a tropical rainforest on the island of Java. A journey simply to listen to what the forest wants to say.
on our way now. We are looking for tonight's campsite. It's already... Wait there, I check the time, sorry. It is 25 to 4 in the afternoon. So we're looking for tonight's campsite before it gets dark. Now, it usually gets dark between the hours of 5:30 to kind of 10 past 6 in Indonesia. Aye. However, when you are in the jungle, let's just open up. When you're in the jungle, it gets dark in the canopy much earlier, around 4:30. Between 4 and 4:30, you really want to have kind of identified where you're going to sleep for the night. If you have someone with a lot of experience setting up hammocks and tents and so on, it takes them 5-10 minutes to do it. If you're bringing people that aren't familiar with setting up tents and hammocks and all sorts in the jungle, you could spend 30 minutes helping one person, you know what I mean? So you really need to take all of this into consideration when you bring people on jungle expeditions. So this part is kind of opened. Looks like it's just been freshly cut not too long ago. And the locals will use this for firewood, because we just saw an old woman as well walking past with a bunch of sticks to make fire tonight. Oh, look at this place. Dan ada Bang Sam, kembali lagi.
Baru kali ini kita masuk ke dalam hutannya. Benar-benar hutan.
Benar-benar pertama kali. Ini gak hutan, semua orang datang. Ini sempurna buat orang yang suka menjelajahi dan petualang. Ini benar asli. Oh, look at this place. Look at the bamboo forest as well. I'm pretty sure many of you guys back home, you know, haven't seen bamboo like this. This is insane. It is pretty incredible when you're not used to it. Look at that. That is mega. We can hear a spot here. Sounds like a river. Oh yes. Yes. Oh, look at that. So, these little things here that you see throughout the jungle, what happens is when people volunteer to become search and rescue in the jungle areas, they'll basically do like survival type stuff, and they need to build these little shelters to prove that they can survive, you know, with whatever they have at hand. So that's why you'll see these couple of places along the way.
Hot spring.
Oh, wow. Oh, so it is. Look at that. Hold on. Let's go and see this, guys. I'm just taking my bag off. 2 seconds. Oh, look at this thing. There's a ton. Let's check this. Oh, what? Let's check the water. Oh, aye, that's hot. Wow. That is hot. You could go in there for a little bath. That is beautiful. That is about a good 30 degrees. Wow, I mean, it doesn't look too clean there. However, this area looks absolutely fine. If you wanted to sit in there with a pair of shorts, absolutely. Honestly, the things you come across when you're just trekking through the jungle is outstanding. Ah, beautiful. Oh, apparently that water you can hear is also hot springs, but it sounds massive. Let's check it. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Woohoo! Look at that, guys. You can sit in there for a hot spring. Look. We could definitely get in a pair of shorts and go in there. Oh, what? Just gonna double check, yeah. Oh no, that's cool. That's even better. Dingin, dingin. Ya ke apa-apa? Tapi bisa duduk kan? Bisa. Yeah. Guys, so that might be hot coming out the edge, but because this is running, this is all freezing cold water. And this is absolutely perfect. You can just bang a pair of shorts. Panas itu? Yeah, so this one coming in here is hot, but obviously this one running here is freezing cold. We can jump in here with a pair of shorts, ice cold water dunk. That is mega. So guys, this here is the hammock that you're all going to be issued for the jungle expedition. The best thing about this, and it's actually coming in handy right now, yes, along the route there are plenty of trees for us to use the hammock. However, the location we've chosen tonight, because it's almost, we've got about another hour until it gets dark, probably another 20 minutes when you're in the canopy until it gets dark. So we're going to camp up here tonight, and there isn't too many trees, as you can see, which are suitable for the hammock in this particular location. Which is fine because this also doubles up as a one-man tent. It's a brilliant piece of kit, and that's why we're getting it for you, because you can double it up as a hammock and a one-man tent. It's also important information is that it's also a lay flat hammock. You can use it as a traditional hammock like this. You can use it as a lay flat hammock, which is where these poles come in handy, and you have other straps. So even though it's a hammock, you're lying flat, and then you put your roll mat in it. You can do that. And then the third way is the tent, the single man tent. So when you take this home, if you're going camping in the Lake District or up Scotland or whatever, you can bring this. Para with a hammock. Bisa taruh ini di bawah. So this here is when you have it set up like a hammock. Once you've got your hammock clipped up, you then clip this to the underside, and you can put all your stuff on top of here. So it's like a little rack. You can put your shoes in there, your hat in there, your sunglasses, torches, whatever. So I don't need this tonight, but it is really good to have for later on when we start using the hammock in the jungle. So important, guys, that is the perfect little setup that you need in the jungle. When you get this up in the trees at night as a hammock, it's also perfect. You can just lay in there swinging, and like I said, it's lay flat, so you're not bent over the whole night. Fantastic. And as you can see, we don't have any trees here. The fact that you can double it up as a tent is just perfect. There's nothing better, honestly. See, when you're in the jungle, there's nothing better when you're hot and sweaty and sticky and getting in some nice ice cold water. Look at that. That is unreal. So don't forget to bring your flip-flops or little water shoes. Like, Vibram barefoot or Vivo barefoot or whatever. I'll leave the old flip flops here by the stone. Oh man, I'm going to get in there. Try to find the best route in. Oh, this water here is roasting hot, by the way. Roasting hot. Just try to find my feet. Oh, that's sharp. See like that? For example, that is razor sharp. Oh, that's nice and cold. Oh. Oof. That is freezing. That is ice. There's no wonder people sit under here. But let's get in here. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, it's cold. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. I'm telling you right now. You're probably gonna have to bring some sunglasses for how bright my skin is. But oh wow, look at this, man! What a view! Deep in the heart of the jungle. And if you actually walk up this path, which we're going to go up tomorrow, you'll see where this. You see the whole track where this comes down from the mountain. It is spectacular. I've already had a quick look when I was looking for an area to bang up my hammock. Oh, look at it, man. That is, oh, what? That is something else. And if you want some warm, you can just simply sit here and, oh, crack on with that, God. Because I've been in such freezing cold water, it feels scalding now because this is so cold. But that is beautiful, guys. You could make a cup of tea with that, I'm telling you right now. Wow. I like how they've got it all set up coming off here. Spectacular. So this is what you've got coming. And you can spread out all down here. That's massive down there. It can all spread out. Ah, what an event this is going to be. So look, this one here, guys, that over there is freezing cold, right? This one here is roasting hot. You can go in here. The reason why I'm not going in it now is because I've already done into the freezing cold one, and I like the whole freezing cold, it wakes you up, blah, blah, blah. If I jump in there now, it's going to be too hot, and I'm going to feel like, sluggish and tired. That's the only reason why. But you can go in here. It's going to be up to you. You want to go in the hot one, or you want to go in the cold one. Or if you like going both, go in both. But I just really love that feeling when you jump into ice cold water, when you get that kind of oof, and it just wakes you right up, and you feel so fresh. That's why I'm not going in there just now. What a spot, I'm telling you right now. Beautiful. So, the heavens have opened up. Wait and see this. Look at that. It's absolutely bouncing down. Look at that. So, I'm just going to zip this up. And this is a perfect little test. Hold on to a second. Ah, there we go. Perfect, guys. What better chance could you have of testing the quality of the gear that we're going to give you guys? Look, hopefully you can see that. Oh, the rain here, look, belting down. It is absolutely pouring, as you can probably hear, and as you've seen. And yeah, this thing hasn't even budged. It is very comfortable in here, very comfortable. And the thing is, when you turn this into a hammock, the lay flat hammock up in the trees, it's even more comfortable because it's all taut, you know, it's all pulled nice and tight and blah blah blah, and you're up off the ground. But yeah, so far this is bone dry in here, guys. Fantastic, brilliant piece of kit. So I'm just going to bide my time in here for now. Wait till this goes off, and then I'll go and join the guys over there. They'll be in there cooking some scran and stuff once this is over with. But yeah,
Love it. Honestly, this experience is just phenomenal. This is why I love coming out here, and it's why I can't wait to bring you guys so you can experience it yourselves and see what it's all about, okay? Fantastic. Guys, I have now been in this tent for over 2 hours. As you can see, look, it is pitch black in here, right? Look, pitch black. And it's still raining, and these tents are brilliant / hammocks. Absolutely brilliant. Not a single leak. The ground mat is perfectly bone dry, and it has been torrential for 2 hours. So yeah, not only are we out recceing the route, we're actually testing the gear that you're going to be using, which is invaluable, so you can get that real peace of mind that it is the best of gear. A thin mist still hangs between the trees. Sunlight slowly pierces through the canopy, falling as soft beams that touch the ground, still damp from last night's dew. This is our first morning after spending the night in the forest. Our bodies still carry yesterday's fatigue, but there's another feeling, hard to explain. A calm, whole, and somehow closer to ourselves. Not far from the camp area, we find something that feels like a small reward after the long journey yesterday. A natural hot spring, hidden among the rocks, flowing gently. This hot water is not just about comfort. It is the result of natural processes happening far beneath our feet. Geothermal heat travelling through layers of earth and stone, finally emerging at the surface right where we rested last night. This hot spring teaches a simple lesson that nature always gives without ever being asked. Our only task is to pause, to feel, and to learn not to take more than we need. So you can see here the guy's little makeshift emergency shelter for last night. It's brilliant. I think it's great, and they were bone dry. These fly sheets are awesome. I got this fly sheet saya mendapat kind of fly sheet ini dari hikenrun. Ini memang kuat sekali guys. Itu Moby Garden hikenrun yang dijual ini, and this is a brilliant fly sheet. So strong. It's got all reinforced sides and all that here. You see it? It's brilliant. And this is probably the second time I've used it, and yeah, it's fantastic. The guys here have got a great setup. We've got the breakfast on the go. We have got, and I'll show you in here. I've got sausages, chicken, boiled eggs, rice, and whatever that is in there. Maybe noodles and a good coffee on the go. After breakfast, we return to a routine that is starting to feel familiar. Packing our gear, making sure everything is ready, and resetting our intentions to continue the journey. This is the part most people hate, which is I've just put my wet gear back on. Last night my sleep was great. There was some condensation inside. I thought, oh no, don't tell me this is leaking through with the rain, and it actually wasn't, because the ground mat and everything else is absolutely bone dry. Look, don't know if you can see that, it's bone dry. It was just the condensation, which you get in a tent anyway. However, it's also because the waterproof outer shell was of course on the ground, and then when the rain stopped and it's still warm, it kind of evaporates on the inside. But of course that doesn't happen when you're in the hammock itself and it's on a tree. You know what I mean? You get the full ventilation when it's on the tree. Also, like I said previously, this isn't campsite number 1. This was just the campsite we thought, bugger it, it's already 4:30 in the afternoon. Let's just use this as our campsite for tonight. But later on today, I'm going to show you campsite 1. is we're going to pass it and we're just going to camp at campsite 2 tonight. So I will show you on the route, and we're going to check it out. But yeah, apparently there's loads of like proper trees up there, and if we do need 1 or 2 people using the hammock as a tent, that's fine, because I now know that it works, and I now know that it's 100% weatherproof. It's a fantastic little piece of kit. What else? That's pretty much it for now, guys. Again, this is just the uncomfortable part. Wet and dry drills, it's a little bit normal for me now because I've done it for so long, but I do remember when you guys are practicing it for the first time, you're going to be like, oh, this is horrible, because it's just not nice taking off nice, warm, comfortable clothes and putting on wet clothes. But it's all part of the jungle phase experience, right? And that's what these SF guys have to do for, 6 weeks, day in, day out. And I think by the time they've completed it, or they're going through it, I should say, it's already stinking of ammonium, you know? We're not going to get to that level, but yeah, it's beautiful. You guys are going to have such a great time here. We've woke up this morning and the sun is just splitting the trees. That's why I've opened this up, to get it all aired out. And honestly, I just love being here. I highly recommend saya. Sangat rekomendasi semuanya orang Indonesia. Beli tas, beli hammock atau tenda, beli beberapa banyak barang-barang untuk petualang, dan tidak harus naik gunung karena itu susah kan. Kalau your fitness level gak terlalu kuat buat gunung, ya gak apa-apa. Cuman beli beberapa banyak barang-barang buat petualang. Datang ke hutan, camping ada di sini, ada gunung, ada tempatnya yang lain yang jauh, Salak, Halimun gunung, ada Sukomantri, ya kan? Yang penting kamu keluar sama temannya, atau sama keluarga, sama pacar, apapun, dan kamu experience camping dan menjelajahi di alam ini, karena itu sangat-sangat seru sekali, guys. Dan itu bikin kita bersyukur. Setelah kita pulang dari sini, kita sampai rumah, kos-kosan, apartemen, apapun, kita menjadi bersyukur. Ada makanan di kulkas, bisa minuman air ini, bisa beli Coca-Cola. Ya, ada beberapa banyak hal kita sangat-sangat bersyukur. As my friend Ollie would say, when you come out to the jungles or mountains, etc., you disconnect to reconnect. So that means you disconnect from the world of technology and Facebook and Instagram and all this nonsense, because there's no signal here. So even if you want to go on it, there's no signal. You disconnect from all the junk of everyday life, technology, social media, handphones, and so on. And then you reconnect with yourself and you reconnect with nature. And it is honestly fantastic.
Today, the trail ahead is less forgiving. The terrain demands more energy. The climbs feel longer. And the forest grows denser as we move deeper inside. A machete becomes an essential companion, not to conquer nature, but simply to open a path so we can pass through what already exists.
When you guys come on the jungle expedition, you will also be given one of these to take home with you. It is the Bolang Gawa Project machete. It's going to have all 3 of our symbols on it: Bule Bolang, Ollie Ollerton, and Modern Warrior for Lindsay. You can see it here. It's a fantastic machete, super sharp, super strong. It's what we call full tang. So full tang just means the blade is all the way through the handle, you see. These little holes here is for when you're making a survival fire, when you're making it, doing what's called playing the fiddle. When you have a piece of wood here, you have a rope around it and you kind of play it like this. You jam the wood in there and it's a metal ring, see that? So you hold it down, you jam the wood in there, press down, and then you can play it, and it just kind of, the wood just spins nicely in there, and it's not going to affect your knife because it's all metal. Alright, so you're going to get one of these. Honestly, brilliant piece of kit. You guys can take this home. It's going to come with a hard sheath like this. It's going to come with a soft sheath, and you're also going to get a small portable stone sharpener as well with it. You can see here it comes. You can clip it on your belt. So you just take this, where are we? Off, open it up. There we go. Clip it in your belt, and away we go. You can see there's multiple holes everywhere, right? There's different holes here, different holes. This has got different holes, and this is depending on which way you want this to face. So if you're just someone that wants it facing down there, you can have it that way. if you want to open this up and have one screw here, so it's facing this way, and you're just pulling it out, chopping it, putting it back, you can also do that. It's whatever suits you best, okay? I don't have to lock it, sorry. You just close it over your belt and then push that up, and that's it, locked. Alright, it's a great piece of kit. I don't have a belt on these trousers, hence why I'm not doing it just now. All I'm doing is, you can see just behind here, I have a little gap. My personal knife, I'm also using a Morak knife. These are great little knives, super sharp, really cost effective. They're not very expensive knives. They are razor sharp. I've used this for about 1.5 years, and I think I've sharpened it one time, and that was just to get it a little bit up, but I didn't even really need to sharpen it. What a lot of people don't realise when you get these type of knives is a lot of the time there are 2 holes right down the bottom of the sheath, and people think, oh, that's in case it rains and it's in, the water just runs out. No, it's actually not for that. What it's for is for fire. If you have a fire going, what's one thing we always do? We always try and blow it, and it's not very effective unless you get your face right down into the fire, right? So what these 2 holes are actually for is, you cover this down like that, you put this up to your mouth and you blow through. Listen to the noise. It's super strong, so you can sit here with a fire and that your fire is just going to go woof and expand rapidly. So that is what these 2 holes are for when you get them on knife sheaths. Alright?
Along the way, water becomes a non-negotiable necessity. Before moving further, I take a moment to refill my drinking supply from a natural water source we encounter. The water flows clear, but still needs to be filtered and purified before consumption. This is where Grail becomes the solution we rely on. Compact in size and effective in its filtration system, it allows us to safely drink water directly from nature. A simple reminder that in adventure, the right technology can coexist with nature without harming it.